least you saved the secretary.
Yes, and we found and killed one of Mr. 47's accomplices.
He wasn't alone?
No. They communicated by radio. What bothered us was the autopsy of the second assassin. He was a Class 2 clone.
Class 2?
Fully functioning human clones, accelerated to adulthood. But they tend to die within 18 months of maturity.
Tell me, just how widespread is human cloning?
We can't know for sure, but I'm sure we'll see thousands within a few years.
Why?
Because of your jackalope president! He wants it legalized! Imagine that. The most insidious weapon the world has ever seen, and he wants to legalize it.
But the public...
The public is an ass. Cloning is the ultimate weapon of mass destruction. It's a terrorist's wet dream.
But most Americans still support cloning, and...
Hopefully, this interview will change a few minds. Maybe it'd help if they knew it was 47 that killed Chad Bingham's son.
What?
We even had our best agent on the spot. We were ready.
Good to hear your voice again, 47. We got worried when you didn't get back to us.
It was just a little thing requiring my attention.
We've got an extremely delicate mission for you, if you're interested.
Mm-hmm. Always interested. Just send me the briefing.
Hello, 47. Your next assignment's in the Rocky Mountains. Senator Bingham is being blackmailed by pornography tycoon Lorne de Havilland, who has a compromising video of the senator's son, Chad. The video shows Chad playing a little too rough with a nightclub dancer during a creative sexual tryst at one of de Havilland's adult nightclubs. The girl didn't survive the encounter. Senator Bingham's involved in a tight re-election campaign. The video could cost him the election. So could any future misbehavior by his son. Our client wants Haviland and Chad taken out. He also wants the videotape. The client's arranged for Chad to attend de Havilland's annual tax day party at the porn tycoon's mountain estate. You've got a recent photo of Chad, but de Havilland is camera shy, and the most recent picture we could get our hands on is 10 years old. This won't be easy, 47. The property isn't heavily guarded, but there'll be heavy security on the premises.
Hello everybody, Blattymeow. Welcome back to Blood Money, Mission 7, You Better Watch Out. And this time, we're going to a beautiful, scenic area. This is actually one of my favorites in terms of the environment. It's, excuse me there. The reason I had to kind of do that awkward push by that bodyguard is because there's a security camera right there that will spot you if you're anywhere even sort of close, just a little bit step ahead. So you kind of have to be a little suspicious and bump into them. And we'll wait for the elevator, which is kind of a bit of a scripted thing. It's not exactly, but you have to, this thing will open as soon as this guy gets in here. And this guy is kind of he kind of annoys me in the sense, hey, I said we're going up. Come on in. Is that he's actually quite rude if you think about it. He just stares at you the entire time. And now, while that's actually the fault of the game's AI, he just stares at you like, what? That's right, I'm staring at you. Okay, we're like. We're like Eskimo kissing almost. Oh, okay. All right.
Good evening, sir, and welcome. Remember to wear your VIP card.
I want to stay quiet there for a moment because the way that the music cues, like I've been talking about, the music actually waits. The music actually waits until the elevator opens to play the awesome upbeat part of the song as you enter the Porn Aficionado's little Christmas shindig. And boy, is it breathtaking. And so, this muscly guy right here is actually one of our targets. It's Chad Bingham, the guy who roughed up one of the white bleach blonde Playboy girls. And we'll see how much of a gentleman he really is in a few seconds here. Well, maybe we won't. Oh. Yeah, not in the mood. And gives a nice slap to the bleach blonde bimbo. Now, we'll make sure to get some vengeance for that woman. And as you can see, the women are quite cold in here as they're forced to wear, or they choose to wear, scantily clothes. And it's even though there's hot spas and everything around, it's probably actually quite freezing. So, hello, security guard. We need to get our first disguise already, because we're actually not really even allowed barely anywhere except for this outside area. Oh boy, is this music just fantastic. Am I right or what? I mean, I'm kind of being a little quiet intentionally to let you hear this music, because it's absolutely wonderful. So there's that one guard who was kind of watching from the balcony, because we need to get in there, which is actually not a restricted area, but it's we need to actually have a VIP outfit, which would be the little blinking heart that you could see on that suit guy over there. If we wear one of those disguises, we'd be free to go in there, but that's a waste of one of my sedation syringes, so we're not going to do that. Instead, we're going to quietly follow this guy in here, and hopefully we don't get caught. Though it's very easy to get caught, and we need to be very careful. And just run for it. Okay. And unsuspecting photographer who has VIP access to the studio floor and anywhere in the VIP area on the bottom floor, definitely going to give it a save, because this is quite a risky sedation for more reasons than you think. Actually, there's people that pass by that for whatever reason don't see him lying on the ground, but if you try to pick him up, they'll get suspicious. So you have to do this carefully. There's one that passed. See, now he's kind of just chilling right here. Kind of just sitting there. You can see him through the waterfall. Now, if I tried to sedate him now, obviously I'd get caught. But another problem with this is that it's almost a bug, because the way that he's sitting on like a little fountain ledge, is that when you sedate him, he'll kind of lean backwards, and you can't grab him until about literally 5 seconds have passed. And then the game allows you to grab him. So it's actually kind of strange how this works. Let's grab the photographer. And what I have found is that if I duck and put away my weapon, I can actually just stay here and not be in danger of getting caught. See, he's right there, and he didn't see him. So now we can grab him and quickly drag him out of view. I guess I'm thinking that he's trying to go to sleep or something, but that's okay. So let's wear his suit, and we are good to go. Yes, we are. We are now in the photographer suit, which is kind of funny, because technically all we really did was just change the shirt. We still have the same face. We just don't have a... It's kind of interesting how disguises work. I think it's intentional in this game, because they say, oh, well, 47, how could he possibly have the same size as every single person he seems to sedate? Well, if you go into that realistic viewpoint, you're not going to have fun with the game, because then he wouldn't be wearing any costumes. You're right, he had to find a wrestler's costume each time. And obviously it doesn't exist in this game at all. It exists in Absolution, but it's another story.
Let's have a little fun down at the grotto.
Not in the mood.
Not in the mood, bitch.
Little high-pitched voice, definitely trying to compensate. I'd have to take it with his steroid usage. Excuse me, buddy. Okay, so
Not yet, but I plan to shortly.
this is the nice, gentle, relaxing VIP party. Well, actually, this is the that's the VIP section. It's a nice little Christmas tree going on. Very quite quaint area. And let's talk to this guy.
This'll give you the extra oomph you'll need to make the most of your time at the grotto, if you know what I mean.
What do you mean?
Santa's been
Aphrodisiac.
hitting the sauce pretty hard. Got a bottle of port in the kitchen. I hate a drunken Santa.
Okay. Well, luckily, putting in aphrodisiac into a drink is not suspicious, because it's just a enhancer, quote. And aphrodisiac, for the people that don't know, will promote reproductive productivity, if you will. And we slipped into that drink. Oh, wow, wow, there's just somebody took so many gentlemen in this place, isn't there? But we'll wait for that waiter who will bring that aphrodisiac-induced drink to Chad Bingham, and hopefully that will get him in the mood to play a little.
Aren't you the deadly earnest one? Does the entertainment fail to meet your standards?
No, the entertainment's pretty nice. Actually, I would love if somehow this, like, maybe it wasn't a Playboy party, but, well, I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, but that I'd actually be able to. I'm gonna grab the sausage. I'll explain why later. But we just put a sausage in my pocket, which is kind of funny because considering the environment that we're in. But anyway, yeah, it's kind of hard to avoid any sort of innuendos. But just like this winter party, and it's like hot versus cold at the same time, and just really like kind of like upper class, and just beautiful, tranquil music. I mean, this is just a gorgeous, visual, appealing, and sound and appealing level. It's just, I'm spending more time just kind of admiring the scenery, but at the same time, we are playing out the hit. So there, the waiter has deposited the drink for Mr. Chad Bingham, and hopefully he'll get his game going on. But now we have other business to attend to. We're actually going to go ahead and carry out the second hit, which is Lorne de Havilland, or whatever his name is, who's blackmailing Senator Bingham, Chad Bingham's father, for the abuse of Vince Offer-like videotape. So I went through the waterfall area to get into the VIP room, even though I'm allowed in here, because you'll get searched and frisked if you try to enter via the Christmas tree area. But these guys just let me in. Thank you, sirs. Thank you. We'll shut the door here. And actually, right here, I'm going to drop the sausage. And I'm going to sedate said sausage. So now it is a very sleepy sausage. And we're going to put it in our pocket again, because this is actually kind of a something that you might not know as soon as it happens, but there's actually a super bodyguard that follows Lorne around, and you probably can figure out what type of bodyguard that really is. So we're not allowed into that area either. That is the private quarters where only the FBI Special Forces and Lorne is allowed. But this is where we are allowed, and where we're meant to be is the photographer area. And as you can see, there's obviously a reason why he's a porn aficionado. Although I don't really call this porn. I would call this just, you know, sexy modeling. But okay. And there's also a kind of a more horrific, kind of a fetishy looking scene here. You can imagine what's going to be happening over here. And you could climb the lights and go up to the lighting area and collapse the lights on people, and different ways to assassinate, which is always the Hitman MO, if you will. But we're actually going to go back here. Actually, we're not going back here. I lied to you. That leads back down to the security guard, where you could steal a videotape, which is if you got caught in security camera. The problem is, though, it's extremely difficult to get the security tape and still achieve professional or silent assassin. So there is the videotape. We're going to quickly steal it while no one's looking. Whew! Close. Even though he kind of looks like he is looking, he's not. So we're not allowed into this room. That is Lorne and Chad. But as long as we're not stepping actually in there, we're fine to go. Now, even though he's kind of sitting at the balcony, I have a feeling that he'll probably turn around by the time I get there. So what I need to do is quickly grab the sausage and chuck it. Because the little personal bodyguard that you're going to see as Mr. Lorne is coming back up is a little white yippy dog. And the yippy dog that follows him will actually bark at Hitman no matter what disguise you're wearing, and get very attracted. But luckily, he gets more attracted to sausages. And there's Lorne. I'll be seeing you later. And then the dog runs and tries to follow, and it does a little jig and dance. Oh, don't want to go in here yet. Ooh, ooh, excuse me. And the dog is actually sedated. He should actually bark a couple times, spin around in little funny circles, and then fall over sleeping. Not dead, but I'm not killing the animal. But fall over sleeping. But that actually didn't happen. He actually appeared to just kind of freeze, which is fine. So after this guy leaves, we'll be able to get into Chad Lorne's private section here. Okay, we're in, and no suspicion. And we are now in the penthouse area of Lord Bingham, or Lord Hovland's, and this is actually a pretty Japanese kind of inspired, it looks like. Oh, he's coming back right now. Let's hide here. We want to do this right. So I think it'd be safe to do another save in case something would happen to go wrong. Okay, so I'm definitely going to save it here because this is a little tricky. Kind of have to just time it just perfectly so I'm out of the line of sight, like that, like so. And we're actually going to be quite silent assassin in this mission because both our targets are going to die from an accident. And what type of accident do you say? Well, Mr. Lorne Holland is going to have a bit of a fall. And there he goes, drifting into the deep powdered snow on top of the rock ledge above the thing and completely hidden inside of the snow. No one's gonna know what hit them. And at least as long as I need to be here. So I'm gonna open this door and make sure that guard is not there. Don't see. Oh, there he is. Okay, I'm out of here. Yes, sir. Goodbye. Sorry about that. Sorry, sir. I'm out of here. Don't worry, you won't find Mr. Hovland dead or anything. He's actually not even there. He's hiding somewhere. You won't even doesn't even matter. So, Mr. Bingham, my other target, actually is returning back to his little water pool because he's done the deed with his mistress, and he apparently finishes quite quickly because he's already done his smoke break and everything. Now the great thing about this is that once you induce aphrodisiac into him, the game actually kind of remembers that, and he always has it in him for the remainder of this mission. So he actually he gets back into the tub and immediately gets back out. Now I would want to show something really quick. I probably shouldn't do my last save. I really shouldn't. Actually, I'll show you what you can do to kill Chad and his poor trio there at another time. But right now, we're going to carry on this second hit of this very inconspicuous mission. As you can see, I feel like I had to fill this more with commentary because it's a quieter style of hit. It's not just going out and about grabbing disguises. You get this one disguise and then you kind of just very, very calmly carry out the hits, and each hit you have to kind of patiently wait for the people to do their deeds. And both deeds are well, one deed can be good for you. I believe that sex is actually quite healthy in terms of exercise. So I mean, you're using a lot of muscles. But now this lady actually has you see there's a little tattoo on her buttocks. She actually kind of tries to lure you in there, and there's a reason why she's doing that. She's actually an assassin trying to kill me. Now, the thing is, I can't kill her unless she tries to open fire on me, and I never really timed that correctly. So we're just going to make her employer angry at her by her being alive and yet missing the target, me. And so we'll just carry it out that way. Now, they're in here doing the deed. In Hitman Blood Money standards, this is the deed. Yes. putting stilettos onto the private areas of man, which to me doesn't sound very pleasing. So I'm actually gonna just kind of just chill by this beautiful, like I said, Japanese-inspired love grotto, is which what it's called, and give a wait. And at this time, the deed has been done. He's quite happy, and I think this is kind of the funniest and silliest follows, because this guy is very apparently paranoid. He's constantly looking behind if you're in proximity, even if you're sneaking, so you can see him obviously knowing that you're there. You can see his head turning and looking at you, and it starts bouncing back and forth depending on what side you're on. See how he's just looking at you and he's like, "Botup, botup," to you? But, you know, what can you do? You really, that's just the way the Blood Money's AI kind of works, especially on higher difficulties. They're kind of always aware. But if I'm sneaking like this, he won't know the difference. And Mr. Chad Bingham is about to have his last sexual encounter, and he's about to have an encounter of the closest kind. Ouchie, ouchie. I say that would deal with a savey. No, we'll save when yeah. And there's that glorious little horn ensemble that plays, which means that the all targets have been dealt with, all objectives have been complete. It is time to grab my suit, which is not too risky. Like I said, I can just wear it, and they might get angry that I'm in here quickly, but no matter, we'll get out. No one even knew. Good to go. Back in my suit, I entered, checked out the party, and I'm ready to leave. But actually, I can't show you what I wanted to show because, well, I can. It will have to be quite a quick little change, but I think this will be fun. So if you imagine that Chad is still sitting on the pool here, you can actually go underneath and do a little espionage style and grab a shoot the pull from the underneath. And what happens if you shoot the pull is this. We'll drop that quick and blow it quick and show you. What happens is that everybody will fly through the pond and fall to their death right where Chad is right now, actually, so it hurts. And yeah, but it's quite a interesting way to kill them, but it's not very stealthy because you kill about 4 innocents via that method, and you also alert the entire place because there's obviously a gunshot obviously just blasted the fountain. But like I said, if you kill Lorne, his names. If you kill Lorne without, hey, I want to be in here, buddy. If you kill Lorne without sedating the dog.
No VIP heart, no entry. Now back off.
Oh, okay, buddy. I have a lot in here before, so unfortunately my attention's going to rise a bit as I'm standing right in front of this guy for a while. But that's okay. We're going to leave, and like I said, we're going to do this really kind of strange bumpy with the guard here so we don't get caught on camera. I think the game kind of wants you to get caught on camera on this mission and then try to figure out how to not get caught on camera. But the best way to do Hitman in this game, in my opinion, is that this is how we started the game. This is how we started the level. And look, it's almost exactly as we left it, except there's 1 videotape missing and 2 people dead. And there we go. All zeros across the board except for 2 accidents. 2 slip and falls. Silent assassin. Very nice. And there we go. Just no absolutely no kill of the appearance, and that's it. Some new motto bill. A donkey gets kickstart from off-season. Who's going to the White House? Tom Stewart. That's who. The fool with the president. Not Frank Morgan. Protection care. And these recent assassins would be probably the other rival franchise that's doing that. So thank you guys for the nice, calm, tranquil Montana mountain mission of You Better Watch Out. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Like I said, a nice, peaceful, chilled out commentary, chilled out video, and 2 people dead. See you guys in the next mission.